Hello everyone, my name is Daniel Pyatt and welcome to my YouTube channel. This week we're going to continue to have a look at Tawara Gaeshi or Rice Bale throw and look at some of its variants such as Sumi Gaeshi. In the previous video we had a look at the basic grips and basic feet position that we can use. What we're going to try and do is look at how that can be applied to different contexts and different scenarios. As always, if you like our videos, please don't forget to click the like button. Feel free to click subscribe and click the bell icon to get alerts so that you know when we release new videos. And if you've got any questions, please put them in the comments below. So I'm going to demonstrate the techniques we're going to look at and then we're going to break them down. Hope you enjoy. So, breaking down those four techniques, the first one we're going to look at is when your opponent shoots for the legs, goes for like a rugby tackle. And this is really common attack that you can then utilise their momentum against them in order to get your Tawara Gaeshi. The second two examples are slightly more classical Jiu-Jitsu examples, and the fourth example, which would be common in Judo, is from a failed Uchimata. So let's break them down and have a look at the details. So for the first one, it doesn't really matter what's going on up here. It could be we're throwing punches or whatever. My opponent ultimately sees a gap and shoots to go down. Now, the first thing that I want to do at this point is I want to try and establish a base. Now, if I take this leg back, obviously as Jay continues to drive, he's going to continue to get my weight. But fortunately, this hand is already shot in. It can go in here or in here. So as he continues to drive, I want to lift my other leg, come over into the Tawara Gaeshi and finish as we did last time. I can do the same thing, but as he shoots, I can drop the other foot back. What that allows me to then do is to dictate, using my own weight, when I bring this foot in, over, through and in. Of course, I might not be that lucky as to drop my centre of mass and create a nice stable position. So if my opponent just catches me, I then have to go with him, use that momentum in one continuous action. So that can happen and be used any time my opponent drives in, with quite a few variants and how he goes for my leg. So for example, if he just goes for a single leg, it's exactly the same, that I can hook, bring this arm in. What I might want to do then is take hold of the belt to help me and come over. It's the same kind of process. The second one we looked at is a more classical technique. So this time, as we come in, we want to utilise the arm to bring my opponent right down. The classical technique then is break. So once your opponent's down, you want to stamp into this position. Maybe it's worked, maybe it hasn't, but from this position, I'm going to pivot. I'm going to turn Jay so you can see. So I've got to this position, my foot comes up into the groin, so my knee is on the outside of the hip, my foot is on the inside. What I then want to do is I want to hop this foot either to the outside or inside of that foot, personal preference, get my bum down as close as possible, and for safety, we take hold of the belt. If I wanted just to affect the technique, I would just pull on the arm. But for safety, we're going to take here, drop the foot, and then lever the leg over. In. And then I want to pivot into Jujutsu. So from this angle, one, don't lift the arm. Instead, Kazushi, then down. Break, pivot and in. Drop, throw. So from this position, I want to make sure I get my bum nice and close, clamp my knees together, legs over, Jujutsu, and then get out how you wish. In that version of the technique, once you've got your opponent over, the thing that you're using to create leverage is your leg, before bringing your leg, which is now over the arm, into the groin. In the second example, we do the same thing but using the arm. So this is typically done from like a failed shoulder throw. So I'm going for my shoulder throw like so, but as I enter, I get resistance. So I don't fight it. I drop, come out, attack the arm. Now from here I drop down into the groin. You see the effect as I strike heito, straight back up into the groin, into the perineum. Outside, grab everything that's precious to him. This foot comes in, this foot then comes in, create a stable base, tight across the body, and drive over. Now from here there's a different variation. This arm drops to the elbow. It might be that he's going to try and punch me, and I want to cover my own head, bring this up, and use that elbow to bring him over. My objective at this phase is to get my weight on as quickly as possible. So I'm going to roll, bring my weight on, so I'm going to weight to the body, then secure, whacking with hammer. So one more time. So here, spin, in, through, over, whacking with tammy, secure, finish. Fourth technique, stepping away from that, now looks at it in a sporting context. So a really nice combination is to go for Uchimata, which is inside leg sweep. So if you haven't done Uchimata before, the left foot comes around, the right foot sweeps up on the inside. So just to demonstrate Uchimata, we want to have Kazushi here as a step, bringing my opponent over. Very nice judo technique. Also done in classical jiu-jitsu. The objective usually is to drive the opponent face down, so it's really nice. But in a judo contest, what quite often happens is I get to here and this leg lifts. I haven't quite got enough over. So what I can then do is drop this foot into here, hop this foot in, hop my bum round, and I'm going to turn to look to where I want my opponent to go. Here, and then over. But this subtly changes the technique into Sumigaeshi, but it's the same principle. So 1, 2, 3, and then over. What I could choose to do, take it out of a judo context, is change my grip. So it could be that this has gone wrong, pull the head in, and then over. So 1, 2, 3. The last point I want to make about this technique is we have taken very relaxed head positions. The reality of the technique is it's always designed to put the head under stress so that as you enter the technique, the objective is to break the neck. Or, if say for example I'm doing this technique, to break the arm on the action of entry. The throw is simply a completion of that movement and is designed to complete that movement in order to either break the joint or break the neck. Obviously that's the original context of the technique. Now in a sporting context, that's been all but removed. But the importance of the technique in having an option when you're at very close range, anytime the head slips in, or anytime you can pull your opponent's posture down and get to this position, or if they gift wrap it for you and they shoot for your legs, is great to then be able to go into Rice Bale. I hope you enjoyed that video, hope you found it useful. As always, please feel free to put questions down below. I really appreciate any questions that we get, and I will always try my best to answer them. If there's any other videos you'd like us to do in future, please let me know, and I look forward to seeing you in the next video. Thanks very much.